guys, Chris from Technomadia here to show off some cool new toys. We just purchased Mavic 2 Pro. And it just came out and wanted to give our thoughts and first impressions comparing it with our old Mavic Pro, the first generation, and just kind of geek out about drones for a little bit and then share some of our comparisons of and first flying experience with the new drone. So first off, a little background. I've been a private pilot since, I think I started taking classes in high school, got my license in college, and used to love to fly. To also be a paramotor pilot, where I'd strap basically a lawnmower on my back and run with a parachute wing or a paragliding wing until I was no longer touching the ground, and then fly like that. And my favorite way to fly was flying low and slow and just experiencing the world at just 50, 100 feet off the ground, which paragliding allowed. And when I first hit the road, I actually brought the paraglider, all that gear crammed into our tiny little Jeep, and it was fun, but it was not very practical to dedicate so much space to flying. So I kind of gave up on flying. Being a nomad, it just wasn't compatible. Several years ago, when the Parrot toy drone first came out, Cherie got me that drone for my birthday, actually.
Yeah, it's your 40th.
For my 40th birthday, and it was cool and it was fun, but it was actually frustrating because you could basically fly 50 feet away from you. It was prone to crashing, and it didn't really give you the experience of flying. You couldn't see the view, really see very well the bird's eye view, which is what I loved. But then we saw the Mavic came out, and what I loved about the Mavic is the folding design. So it goes like this, and like this, and it gets into something that is easy and portable. The old Parrot drone was huge and awkward. This is easy to store, very simple for a nomad to carry around. All the gear is there, and then I was just so impressed by the hardware quality and the software quality, how easy it is to fly, how easy it is to take really great photos and video, and to have the experience of seeing through the remote control, a really nice, beautiful high-res view, flying at a pretty incredible range around from where you went. So I was blown away by the Mavic. It's way better than I expected. It's kind of almost an Apple-like experience of hardware. Really, really well done. And so when the Mavic 2 just came out, just the last 2 weeks, it felt right to buy it. We've been using our drone and enjoying our drone, and the differences with the Mavic 2. Now you see it's slightly bigger and slightly heavier, but it's basically the same design, same folding system. The big key difference is down in the front. It has got a much more advanced camera. So this camera is good, but this camera is actually a 1-inch sensor, lens is designed by Hasselblad, and it is really a serious pro quality camera. So should take our photography and video game up several notches. And then it's just gotten a lot smarter inside. So it's got the original Mavic Pro has forward sensors, so it can avoid obstacles and avoid hitting things in front of it, and a down sensor so you can avoid crashing into the ground, which is great. But oftentimes when you're doing drone photography, you're flying backwards or flying sideways or flying up, and there's a lot more obstacles out and about. So the Mavic 2 has sensors everywhere. So it's got the forward sensors, it's got much more downward sensors, much smarter with its downward view. It has got full-on rear sensors, an upward sensor, and side sensors. So it has a lot better ability to detect and avoid obstacles, which can take away some of the paranoia of flying in tight conditions. And then the brain inside of it, in addition to the camera being much smarter, the brain inside of it is better able to do things like automatically track objects and follow them and do maneuvers. And I'm really intrigued by the hyperlapse mode, which basically lets you do flying time lapses, even spread out over time. It can land, get a new battery, and then continue where it left off. So a lot more stuff you can do with this. It is a more expensive drone, but pretty excited. And they have basically still the same remote control system. The one difference with the Mavic 2 is the controllers come off, which lets you pack them up in a tighter, pack up into a tighter space, and or carry this in your pocket, and you could just tuck those inside of it. So that's it. One thing that's kind of an unofficial trick that not a lot of people know is an iPad mini actually fits into the slot on both the Mavic and Mavic 2's remote control, which is an iPad mini makes a wonderful remote because you get a much bigger camera eye view of what you're doing, which is pretty cool. That's not officially supported, but it fits. Otherwise, normally it's officially supported. You can put an iPhone or an Android phone or other phones in and use them on the remote. And, well, to get my real, like, feeling like I'm in the air flying fix, we splurged this time and got the DJI headset. So, Goggles, yeah, DJI Goggles. You put this on, and once you connect to the drone, you can flip this down, and you are seeing the drone's eye view straight there. So it is like you're there, and you actually put on head tracking mode. So the camera will tilt up and down, side to side, and basically be your view. So it's like you're up there in the sky. And I'm very excited about this. I played around with a Goggles app, basically strapping a phone to your face with a simple $20 headset, and it was really impressive. So taking it to the next level, I'm hoping to get my flying fix just for fun, as well as for photography. So I guess
and our videography
and yeah, videography as well. So we're going to be doing a lot more drone photography and videography to make these toys worth it. And Cherie now has a drone to play with and learn on. She's going to take the old Mavic and get comfortable with it, and we'll be doing a lot more, probably double drone shots. And it's kind of cool. The headset actually works with both either the new or the old Mavic. It has a slightly higher res picture with the new one because this has got more capability. And anyway, we're going to try and take this is just our quick first impressions. I've only flown this for about a total of 3 minutes so far, just setting it up yesterday to make sure it worked. It just got delivered. So now we're going to send them both up and try to get some identical pictures, just a quick side-by-side comparison. There's a lot more professional drone photographers who have done a lot of really great Mavic 2 versus Mavic Pro, and there's actually two versions of the Mavic 2. This is the Pro version with the 1-inch sensor. There's another version of it called the Mavic 2 Zoom, which has an optical zoom, which gives you a different type of photography capabilities.
Why did you choose the Pro over the Zoom?
Why did I choose the Pro over the Zoom? Is our main goal is really great photography and having the better sensor, particularly the better ability to do low light. Really excited about. The Zoom would be really interesting for doing certain types of action videography and stuff like that, where you can do things like dolly zooms and other stuff like that. But since we're not really doing extreme sports video work, the Mavic 2 Pro is probably the best option for us. And theoretically, DJI will soon offer a service where you could send this back in and they will swap the cameras, because other than the camera, the two drones are identical, but they're not user swappable. So if for some reason we decide someday we'd rather have the Zoom, we could switch to the Mavic 2 Zoom. Or maybe we'll just get 2 more drones. Who knows? Another.
Oh, great! We're gonna have a fleet of drones.
You can have a fleet of drones. They could auto follow us as we drive the boat down and around and stuff. So yeah, these are our new toys. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm looking forward to flying around, experiencing the view. And actually, another really great thing about the headset is it's really great for giving other people a ride. So if you're wearing the headset and somebody else is flying the drone, they could just basically be along for the ride and enjoy the view as if they were riding on the back of a bird. So looking forward to giving people a treat of drone rides. So it should be fun.
And all our viewers get drone rides.
And all our viewers get drone rides on YouTube, but it's not quite the same when it's like your head tilted and looking around. So let's go fly.
Let's go fly. Okay, go.
Okay, I'm going to take them off and try and position them close to each other without a mid-air collision and try and get some identical shots in the air. So here we go, first the Mavic Original Pro. Hear that difference in sound. It's supposed to be quieter.
made it back. No mid-air collisions. So,
Yes.
any thoughts?
No, just got to get used to the weight difference in the ways the two of these fly. I did discover, and I didn't actually see this written up anywhere yet, the shutter button for the camera on the new Mavic 2 is more like a conventional DSLR that it's got a 2 position. So like half press is focus and adjust the exposure, full press takes a shot, whereas the other one is just as soon as you tap it, you take a shot. So I've been very confused as I'm trying to take photos and nothing's happening, but I have to actually press the button twice, deeper till it hits that second click. So just discovered that. A lot more to learn, a lot more to figure out. I've got to start to learn how to use the new special modes for tracking and hyperlapses in the air, and I'm eager to play with that. And should be fun. I take it out of training mode and start to fly and have some good fun in the sky. And again, this pretty cool. Having your head tilting around and seeing the view, quite fun.